Hello, everybody. The Habs game has just ended. Um, yeah, that was a very disappointing game. I'm not sure if you can see, but the board here has been updated quite a bit. I got rid of the Habs logo and the Borsty. Borsty is now down here, so you know the name of my board. I have the stats of all the players. Yeah. This is a disappointing game for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to go over the stats as per usual, then go over the actual game. Yeah, we are now 1-1-2, still 4 points. Last night with the overtime loss that gave us our fourth point. The standings, we are now fifth in the Atlantic, as I renamed it, and now eighth in the East, or at least I'm pretty sure. I have not checked the standings, actually. I really don't want to. Last game, of course, Habs 2, Red Wings 4. The power play, we're now 4 for 11. Penalty kill, we're now 11 for 15. So penalty kill is still decent. Goals leaders, Yoel Armia with 3. Assist leaders are Yoel Armia, Jonathan Drouin, and Yurturi Lettinen at 3 apiece. And our points leader is Armia with 6 total. I never would have thought Yoel Armia, a third liner, or even fourth liner, I think he is, would have been our leading point scorer. Home record, we are now 0-1-0. And away, we are 1-0-2. So we haven't lost in regulation in an away arena just yet. But that's going to change the next time we play an away game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just going to get right into my notes. I just want to get this game over with, honestly. I don't even want to talk about this game, but I have to. Believe me, you guys. Once we get to the games where Montreal's losing like 8-0, which are going to be pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to be even more mad. So, before the game even started, the Habs looked dominant with Price being 13-1-0 in the last 14 against the Wings. Of course, he is now 12-2-0, or at least I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I think he's actually still 13-1-0 because I think they're going back to the last time the Wings lost, or the last time the Habs lost to the Wings. So technically now in the last 14 Prices, I believe now 13-1-0 still, but last 15 Prices 13-2-0. Early on in the period, the Habs did have the advantage. There should have been an elbowing call on Wheel. He was down on the ice. I don't get why there was a no call there. Price made a great save on Athanasiou, though. Price looked good tonight. Yeah, there's not going to be much analysis here. I honestly zoned out during parts of this game, if I'm being honest. The Red Wings played good defense. They held off the Habs during halfway through the first. It was kind of a boring home opener, if I'm being honest, or at least the first period was a very boring home opener for the Habs. Honestly, if these are the types of games the Habs are going to be playing, we're going to be losing a lot, and we're not going to be scoring a whole lot. Yeah. The Wings scored first. It was a terrible one for Price to allow for the first goal of the game. But though despite allowing that first goal, Price played quite well tonight. I do think Price did play well, despite letting in that first goal. Jonathan Bernier robbed Brendan Gallagher on a great wraparound chance that really saved Gallagher from going up here with Drouin for 4 points. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think this is part of the issue why the Habs are losing. Because Jonathan Drouin is our second top point scorer. You should not be having Jonathan Drouin as your second top goal scorer. You really need Domi, Gallagher, Tatar, Deneau, Kokianemi, even Byron. You need those guys stepping up in the game. You need those guys to step up during this game, and for them to, or not just this game, but in the season. You can't have Jonathan Drouin getting 4 points being your top goal scorer. Armia, I can accept because he's really good on the ice. Drouin, he's just getting a lot of lucky plays, it seems. I've not been impressed with Drouin despite getting those 4 points. He does get a point tonight. Does he? Yes, he actually does. But of course, we're gonna We're going to see that in literally just a second, I think. Yeah. The Habs got some great shots off late in the period, but Bernier was just not letting up. And I want to say the Wings. Oh, no, not yet. Not just yet. Yoel Armia scores his third of the season and his third in 2 games. So I believe he had 4 points last game. He has, I want to say he has 2 tonight. I think, yes, he has 2 tonight. So you total those. He's gotten all his points in the past 2 games. He's gone from being off the board entirely, which I only put you on the board for the Habs if you have a point. Yoel Armia has all 6 of his points in the last 2 games. If he keeps this up, he will be great for the Habs, and he should honestly be on the second line. No yawning at workplace. Jesse, shut up. Thank you for showing up, Jesse. But Yoel Armia scores. Honestly, it was right off the faceoff. Dano got it to Drouin. Drouin just passed it down for Armia, and it was an easy goal for what was an easy goal for him to score. It was just a simple pass. Lurking, all right, no worries, Jesse. It was a simple pass for Yoel Armia just to get into the back of the net. Drouin honestly really didn't even deserve the assist, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't like Drouin. I really think he should be traded. And we're saying I have a thing against French Canadians. Well, I don't have a thing against Philip Deneau. He's absolutely not a French Canadian, but I'm going to pretend like he is just for the purpose of this video. Or this, I guess stream, video, whatever you want to call it. Seconds after the Habs score, about 20 or so. About 20 or so seconds later, the Wings score. They lead 2-1 in going into the second. It was a really funny bounce. Price should have had that one. This game should be 1-1 going into the second period, but of course, Price decides to choke the tie away, and it's 2-1 for the Red Wings going into the second. The shots were 14-13 to the Wings, and like I said, they led 2-1. Domi scores very early on in the power play to tie it up, which it's a really, really weird way they scored. I believe Armia got it to Petrie, I believe, who shot it. It went up over the boards, and Domi got it into the net, and then I believe it was Yoel Armia who pushed into the goalie, into Bernier. It was called a goal because the puck entered the net before Armia pushed into Bernier, but the Habs tied it up again, so we're tied. The Habs played well in the power play. That was a power play goal, by the way, so the Habs score their 4th power play goal in the season because of that goal. They played well in the power play tonight, I would say. Despite only getting that one goal, 4 for 11, that is obviously very bad, but it's still not as bad as it could be, I think. Being 0 for 11 like Nashville, or being 0 for 16 like Nashville was in the playoffs last year, that's just embarrassing. At least we have power play goals. We're not going to make the playoffs, but at least we're getting power play goals. Price was quite risky, in my opinion. He went out to play the puck with, I want to say it was Larkin, for a chance on the breakaway. Thankfully, Price does not pull what he did at the end of last 2 seasons ago and gives it right up to Larkin for him to score, like he did with, I want to say it was Matthews during the final game 2 seasons ago. Instead, he's able to shoot it out, get it to the Habs. They go up. It's a good chance, but they didn't. They weren't able to score on that. The Habs, obviously. Price, despite letting in those 2 goals, did look good in the second. A couple good saves, a couple big saves, I should say, a couple big saves by Price, and he really played well. Which means, of course, right after I say that, Anthony Mantha makes it 3-2 for the Red Wings. Habs can't be allowed PK goals like that. The Habs cannot be allowing goals like that while they're on the PK. It's not good. I want to say it was 20-30 seconds into the power play for the Red Wings. our PK is looking good. We've only allowed 4 goals, but we definitely need to get those numbers down, up. I should say, not down, up. We got to get our power play and pound to kill numbers up. Foley early on in the third with an elbowing. It was arguably very well deserved, given that there was no elbowing call from Wheel earlier. He was with the elbowing on Wheel, I should say. From I want to say it was a Tennessee, I think. So yeah, things started to get a little physical after that. There was no call on Arturi Lettinen for getting pushed into Jonathan Bernier. And for some reason there was no call with I want to say it was Gallagher. He got shoved down. I don't get why there was no roughing call on that, really. Thompson played well tonight. Armia, Gallagher, Kotkaniemi did as well. Of course, despite allowing the 3-2 lead. Thompson on fourth line, he can be a good fourth line grinder guy. Personally, I would have much rather preferred calling up Ryan Poehling compared to someone like Nick Suzuki, who's very, very much been disappointing in the season thus far with only 1 assist. Yes, I understand we're early in the season with only 4 games played, but still. Suzuki, I was expecting at least to have a goal and assist thus far, but of course, nothing, and he's only got an assist right now. The Habs tried to apply pressure, but they just weren't able to get a puck past Bernier after that second goal, and the Red Wings with the lead. And I honestly noticed in the final minutes of this, and I honestly noticed in the final minutes of this game, Weber sucks. Weber is honestly, he's not that great. Yes, he has 2 assists, but he's definitely looking slower. That ever since he came back from that surgery he had, Weber has not looked good. I personally think that the Habs should do what I suggested they do in one of my one of my videos from this past summer for the Habs News and Rumors. Habs should let Weber go in the expansion draft, I think. He's getting paid $10 million. Yes, you might have to trade in, say, a second or third round pick for them to take Weber. But just think, in 2 years, Weber is going to be, 30? He's going to be on the wrong side of 30. Just think, with that $10 million, who's going to be up in 2 seasons from now? Domi's going to be up next season, or after this season, I should say. That's going to hurt. Suzuki should be up after next season. I want to say Poehling's also going to be up after this coming season. Kotkaniemi is going to be up after this season. Danault should be up soon. I want to say Armia is going to be up. Tatar's going to be up. I think Gallagher's also going to be up. You're going to have a lot of guys that are going to be up in this season, after this season, and next season, going into the expansion draft. I think if you have to trade away, if you send Weber to Seattle for not taking someone like, say, a Riley or a Wheel or an Armia, if for some reason you want to put him there, I think if you have to trade in, say, a second or third round pick to make that happen, absolutely do that. Because if you get rid of Weber's $10 million, you can easily split that up between this core group of guys, Poehling, who's going to be up, Caulfield, who's I would think is going to be up next season, along with Poehling. I honestly think that getting rid of Weber in the expansion would be the best thing for the Habs to do with Weber right now, unless of course they somehow find a trade for him, which I think the only way you find a trade for Weber is if you have to take on a bad contract yourself, put that on our LTIR, and you have to give up a first rounder for that. Which, given how the draft's in Montreal, and it seems right now that we're going to be tanking for a number 1 overall draft pick to get Alexis Lafreniere. You don't want to do that, I don't think. You do not want to be Ottawa, where you give up a top 4 draft pick for Matt Duchene, who doesn't even pan out with you. But yeah, Glendening got the goal, and this is where I really thought Weber sucked. Glendening scores on his knees. Weber in front of him. He easily should have gotten the shot block off. He could not. Glendening scores into the empty netter. with like 40 seconds left, and then Mantha going for a shot at the empty net gets into the mesh. It's a penalty. It's a power play for the Habs with 26 seconds left. It doesn't matter. The Red Wings win, and the Habs suck. They are now 1-1-2. We've only won one game. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting into the final. I don't think we're going to be pulling a 2015 and winning 9 straight games. Yeah, that's basically all I got about this game. The Habs sucked tonight. They didn't play. They played good for a while, but once they were down 3-2, it just they didn't do good. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, sharing everything, which includes but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Harry Rice. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Subscribe to join the HD Club. Shout out to my moderator Jesse, who's in the chat. If you have that open, watching the replay, I should say. He got me the webcam that I'm using right now. Follow me on my Twitch and my Twitter. My Twitch I don't use right now for my games, but if I do start streaming, then I should sometime soon. My Twitch I don't use too often right now. My Twitter I don't use too often, but if there's something I really want to get my thoughts on that I won't do in a video, it's usually on there. Mostly current topics, like just stuff really. My Amazon wish list is in the description. If you want to support the stream, that's the only way to do it right now. In terms of monetary value, I should say, because I don't have a donation page right now. I gotta wait another year or so for that. But yeah, my Amazon wish list is down there if you want to support the stream in that type of way. Yeah. And my letterbox is also down in the description. If you guys want to see how I review and rate movies, check out my letterbox. I think you'll really like it. I'm starting tonight, actually. I'm going to be doing a sort of marathon, I guess, of horror films. Well, more or less horror films. Horror comedy, stuff like that for Halloween. So yeah, I'm going to be posting reviews every second or third night most of the time. Funny enough, it's after Habs games, which means I'm going from one horror show to another, it seems. But yeah, my name is Harry Rice. Subscribe to Puff Club if you like what you see. Turn on notification and set it to all if you want to get notified whenever I stream or whenever I upload a video, because I do want to get more of those coming. Yeah, my name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Peace.